And we're getting the latest from Mumbai, where Eknath Shinde has arrived at the Breach Candy Hospital. Let's go over to my colleague who's joining us from outside Breach Candy Hospital.
Right, as we just saw, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde was just here. He has just entered, which is why the security has been amped up outside the hospital. As the time goes by, the security is being increased. We are in fact being pushed further and further away from the gate for security reasons. As more and more guests are expected, as you can see, another entourage is entering behind me. Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis is also expected here, as we just saw Chief Minister Eknath Shinde enter. Now, it's been about an hour and a half that we understood that Mr. Tata is no more, and this could go on the entire night as more and more guests are expected, as more and more people are here to convey their condolences. What we're also seeing is the crowd of common people, because this somewhat feels like a personal loss among the common people, as Mr. Tata was a great philanthropist of this country, which is why we're seeing a crowd pile up outside Breach Candy Hospital at this hour as well.
Who all are expected to arrive at Breach Candy Hospital? We can see Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has already gone inside the hospital premises. Are more members of the Maharashtra administration likely to join him?
Definitely. What we're hearing is the Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis also expected. We can also expect Mr. Ajit Pawar here. But from the corporate world, Mr. N. Chandra is also expected to be on his way and reaching here in some time. And other members of the corporate world are also expected. As we already saw, that Twitter has been full of good wishes and condolences for Mr. Tata from India Inc. as well as the political parties and political leaders. So many more people are expected. An indication of that is the amount of security that is being deployed here, as more and more barricades are being pulled up, more and more security officials are being deployed here. It is expected that this could go on for a while. It is indeed a very deep loss for India Inc. as well as our society. And here, as you can see behind me as well as ahead of me, there are in fact many people here to express their condolences.
Absolutely. A crowd is also gathering over there, and Mumbaikars also paying tribute to Ratan Tata. So as my colleague Rachna is also pointing out, a lot of locals have also gathered outside Breach Candy Hospital to pay their tribute to Ratan Tata. Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and other icons of of India Incorporated, of Indian business tycoons are also likely to arrive at Breach Candy Hospital, as well as Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, as well as Ajit Pawar is also likely to arrive at Breach Candy Hospital. Those are the latest developments coming in. Those visuals on your screen, though, Eknath Shinde has arrived at Breach Candy Hospital, where Ratan Tata breathed his last. Rachna, any details coming in when it comes to the last rites? We've got the statement from the family, which has said that they have requested the public for some privacy as they come together and mourn Ratan Tata's passing. Any details coming in on the last rites?
Well, right now details remain blurred, but we are at Breach Candy, which is just some kilometers, actually very few kilometers away from the Tower of Silence, where the Parsi community gathers and conducts the last rites of their loved ones. So it is also expected that Mr. Ratan Tata will be taken there, but no clarity as of now, as the family has very categorically asked for privacy. Right now, just speculations coming our way.
Absolutely, and more and more announcements coming in from different chief ministers. What we are learning from Hemant Soren, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, is that one-day state mourning has been declared on the demise of former chairman of Tata Group and Padma Vibhushan Shri Ratan Tata ji. This is what Hemant Soren has put out on Twitter. Hemant Soren has said, Ratan Tata gave the world recognition to a backward state of the country, talking about Jharkhand and Jamshedpur and the entire genesis of the Tata journey. And in tribute to Ratan Tata, Hemant Soren has said, one-day state mourning has been declared on the demise of former chairman of Tata Group and Padma Vibhushan Shri Ratan Tata ji, who gave world recognition to a backward state of the country like Jharkhand. I'm joined by Ashok Chavan as well on the broadcast, former Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Thank you, Mr. Chavan, for joining us on CNN News 18. It is the end of an era, a Mumbaikar par excellence, an Indian icon par excellence, Ratan Tata no more.
Well, with the death of Sri Ratan Tata, India has lost great industrial leader man of principles who, from his struggle, right from the initial stages to the height he has by his efforts and his great entrepreneurship in the earlier days, and he became the biggest industrial leader of the country. Well, we have lost a great soul, a person who had principles while carrying on business on such a big empire. He was trusted, he was appreciated, a great person, and respected all over the world. That was the kind of personality Mr. Ratan Tata had. He had shown great results, and not only in his empire of the entire Tata businesses, but also in the social field. He had great vision. He used to help a lot of it with CSR and other activities. One could see his vision for the country and his attachment to the poor and the needy classes. So we have lost a great soul, and his soul rests in peace.
Absolutely. And Mr. Chavan, something that Prime Minister Modi has also mentioned in his tribute to Ratan Tata is the fact that governance, which should be about growth and social welfare, is something Ratan Tata embodied as an industrialist as well.
Well, we have seen him. I have seen him very closely, and especially during 26/11, when there was an attack in Mumbai, and the attack on the Taj Hotel. That was a time when his true leadership, after such a big crisis, that Mr. Tata came forward, spent a lot of time with his staff, gave him a lot of courage, and that was the kind of ability and leadership qualities he had. And in times of crisis also, he stood firmly with the people who worked in Taj and helped the families who had lost their lives. So he was a great visionary, a great leader, which India can never forget.
Right. And Mr. Chavan, we hear from a lot of Mumbaikars that whenever they see Ratan Tata, he's always open to taking photos. He has no air about him, even though he was an icon. He was an icon of Indian business, someone with huge stature in society. He never carried any arrogance with him, and something that endeared him to not just Mumbaikars, but people around the country. Any anecdote you would like to share about your interaction with Ratan Tata?
Well, I have met him as a Minister of Industries and even as Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Well, we had invited him when I and Mr. Vilasrao Deshmukh, as the Chief Minister, and I, as the Industries Minister, visited the United States and to attract investments in Maharashtra. Mr. Tata came for just for a few hours, but he spent a lot of time with us in US, and just projected India and especially the state of Maharashtra as the most attractive destination for people to invest in. And that was we could meet him. He came there all the way from Mumbai to US just to put forward the role of Maharashtra. So this is one time, and of course during the terrorist attacks in Mumbai and all those difficult times, we have seen him closely and his brave qualities which he had to support the Indian industry. So this was the kind of time we have seen Tata take the initiative in such a crisis.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Chavan, for sharing that anecdote.